What is up, guys? We're back today. We got my 2024 Suzuki v-strom 800DE, Will's 2024 Honda Transalp 750, and Chase's 2021 Yamaha Tenere 700. We actually just got done taking these bikes out, doing acceleration tests on each individual one, because we're about to take the ECUs out, send them off, get them tuned. So we want a little bit of pre-tune and post-tune data. Regardless, while we had all three of these bikes out, what better time would I have than right now to compare all three of these back to back to back to see how they do. As a control, I'll be the rider on all three of these bikes, 250 pounds, average at best, and I have very limited experience on all three of these bikes, but that is my bike, so I do have a little bit more experience. But for what it's worth, I actually found the v-strom to be the hardest bike to launch. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Since these are the big three middleweight adventure bikes, they're very, very similar, but they're vastly different in a lot of areas as well. So now the Tenere actually lacks a little bit of power in comparison to the Transalp and the v-strom, but the v-strom's significantly heavier than both of these bikes. And being a USA model, the Transalp is kind of limited from the factory in comparison to the Euro model. So we're gonna take them out, do some acceleration tests. Disclaimer, we have already done that, so we're gonna be inserting the clips here for each individual bike, come back, then we'll get it all down on a board, go through the data, and see how close these bikes really stack up in acceleration tests. We're gonna do some 0 to 30, some 0 to 60, some 1/8 mile, and some 1/4 mile hits, and see if they're even in the ballpark of each other. Like I said, controlled 250 pound rider, I'm on all three bikes. Let's see what they do. Let's see. That wasn't too bad. Quick shifter worked fine. It was a decent launch. Like I said, we're not really worried about the launch as much because it's harder to duplicate a launch, you know, unless you're a professional. Man, I can't keep pissing down. It's got so much more bottom end. That pass was a waste, but I got a feel for the clutch now. I'm meant to be a lot more finessey with it. Come on, baby. Couldn't keep her down. God dang it, man. This thing's hard to launch. This bike is by far the hardest to launch. I guess consistently. Obviously, like I said, if I adjust the clutch, you know, I have this little thing right there. Yeah, that'll give me a little more slip. Let's see what that'll do for me. Quick shifter is definitely the most finicky as well. The Tenere don't have one, but the Transalps is pretty good. It didn't have a hiccup the entire time. They're more aggressive as well, but also it has absolutely nothing to do with this video, but the Tenere and the Transalp speedos are spot on with the draggy data. My speedo is 5 mile an hour off, currently at 70 mile an hour. Sick. Alright, y'all, I called in reinforcements, finally got traction control off. It's pretty dumb, honestly. Picked up 2/10 1/4 with traction control off. This bike's quick. For what it is, obviously. I mean, it ain't no damn Super Duke, but... First one. Just be soft with it. Damn it. 836 1/8 mile. That is that's right there with us. That's a good run, even though I messed up a shift, so it hovered the front tire pretty good. That's a 1960, so I mean, if you're cutting better than a 1960 on the street on a damn adventure bike, you're just a really good, knowledgeable rider. You got some rider aids on or something with wheelie control. I don't know. I ain't the best, like I said, but 1960 foot on the street on a damn adventure bike with knobbies could be worse. These bikes are really similar in the 1/8 mile fact of it. I'm sure there's a little difference in a 1/4 mile setup in terms of overall trap speed, maybe a 1/10 or 2 ET, but
data to talk about.
I think you're gonna be surprised, dude.
And no, I'm not gonna be. It's whatever.
Alright, y'all ready for me to flip this board?
Yeah, I guess I'm ready.
What we got? Alright, so we compare back to back the v-strom 800D, the Transalp 750, and the Tenere 700. 0 to 30, 0 to 60, 1/8 mile, 1/4 mile, and a 10 to 80 rolling start. Kind of a lot of burning it up out there, boy.
Yeah, running it.
So we took an average of like the fastest 3 hits on all of this. It looked like Tenere got the lead with the 0 to 30.
Yeah, I kind of predicted that. That was the only one I could
Off
predict.
feel, I'd have thought it'd have been the Transalp.
He's just different.
Yeah. The V-strom, I couldn't keep it down. It was hard. 0 to 60. Yet again, dude. With the Tenere.
That's when y'all usually start leaving.
So, I mean, we're talking 800ths of a second between the slowest and the fastest, and 900ths of a second. So, I mean, we're right there. I mean, what's a couple hundredths of seconds between friends, dude?
Yeah, it's close.
1/8 mile. That's where stuff starts to change a little bit. You can see the V-strom comes alive. We got an average of an 839 with a fastest of an 835. Fastest mile an hour of 83.36 with an average of 82.72. The Transalp. 0.2 of a difference.
It's crazy.
No, 200s. Yeah. 200s of a difference on average, with 400s of a difference on fastest. Damn, dude. Tenere coming in with a faster 8th mile time by 1/100th of a second, dude.
Barely.
Barely.
I mean, squeaking.
Mile an hour, though, as you can see, I mean, you're half a mile an hour off. Mile an hour off. So in an 8th mile, you're not.
Should have looped my chain.
You're not far off, though, dude. Tenere's holding up with the higher horsepower bikes.
Really is.
Quarter mile, though, it's not even that bad. I don't even know why I'm playing it down. So 13.31 for the V-strom. That was, I mean, hero pass, 97 mile an hour, 97.5 really. Transalp, 13.44. So we got a 1/10.5 basically slower. 2/100 slower, dude.
You basically done what Cycle Magazine done. They done 13.5. So this is accurate data. Like this is.
Yeah, but they had a little higher mile an hour.
Yeah, tomato tomato. I got 17,000 or 13,000 miles on my bike.
And the 10 to 80 rolling starts, I mean, that was kind of where your bike lacked it a little bit in terms of the average, even the fastest time, but you're talking 1/100th of a second between us.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're all close.
Dude, your bikes, when we done the pool together, it was nuts to me. They were just in sync. So
They're so similar and so close to be so different in terms of riding.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
I would have thought the Transalp left my life in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
Like bad. Not even similar. Like I thought it was gone.
I mean, you got us beat up in like 8th mile. You're hanging though. I mean, in 8th, I mean, you beat him by 1/100th. Now, granted, this is me, 250-pound rider, average at best, out here just slinging some bikes I've never rode. So obviously, these numbers could be better with a more.
But it's still accurate data because you rode them all.
That's what I'm saying. I rode all three. It's a comparison, and we got this. This is pre-tune, and we got to tune them.
Yeah, I'm ready to yank them
I don't
out.
think I'm going to be able to ride them as good once they're tuned. That's the
I
problem.
think these numbers will look better though.
The quarter mile and the trap speed for sure, 100%.
0 to 30 gonna be a trip. Maybe, I don't know. This bike, it's coming.
I think we're going to see a 12 in the quarter mile.
Oh, for sure. After a tune, yours or mine.
I don't know if mine will.
Yours is doing it. Yours is picking up on paper.
Yeah,
the
but
most
like
horsepower.
in reality, it'll make the same power his bike makes.
Dude, I'm shifting yours at $8,000.
Yeah, no, I mean
I'm
that's
gonna be
yours is gonna pull so
yeah,
much.
I mean it picks up the 10 horsepower.
like I ran mine and his to red line.
Yeah,
I cut yours off 2,500 early. So
yeah, no, it revs deep when you get a tune.
I'm hyped. These numbers are a lot closer than I expected.
Same.
Yeah.
I guess I done a fairly decent job out there doing this. Is what it is. We're gonna shut this one off. We gotta send these ECUs off. It could be a couple days, couple weeks. Groundhog seen his shadow, so it could be a month and a half. Who knows? But once we get the ECUs back and we get the headers, filters, that's really all we're doing.
Biggest thing, yeah. It's
All bikes are getting the same mods. Outside of different name brands, still getting headers, still getting air filters. Is what it is. Once we get them back, we'll rejoin. I'm gonna go out there and make 40 more hits.
That's crazy because my exhaust probably gonna be a lot louder next go around.
Damn.
yeah.
I'm thinking about changing the can. I don't know yet.
Baffles in, boys.
It's
Baffles
a
in.
cam. I said, hold on.
No, I ain't doing a can
I'm
yet.
hyped. I did not think the Tenere, his bike, the 1-2 with the 2 up in the front, it's a mean bitch.
The only reason that I thought that is when we have left red lights before, I can tell that bike is always edged out just a little.
Yeah,
I mean, on
Tenere.
paper it's not much, but
Oh, dude, or 500ths of a second.
I didn't write down the actual horsepowers of these bikes, so let me go ahead and do that, and we'll yeah.
confused. I didn't know what Yamaha says because it says 63 right here.
That's wheel though.
All right, we got it wrote down. 83 horsepower is the claim for Suzuki and Honda. 72 for the Yamaha. A little bit down on power, but as you can see, the stats don't lie. It really ain't suffering too bad to be down 11 horsepower.
I like to know what the horsepower to the wheels are. Like, I'd
Yeah.
love to be able to know that in person. So
Let's buy a motorcycle dyno. They pretty cheap, man. Start tuning them things.
It have to be cheaper than the real dyno.
The real ticket is in Europe, the Transalp make 90 and a half. So just unlocking it to where you get the standards of that.
It's a whole new ball game.
Oh, for sure.
My bike ain't gonna make that.
My bike ain't gonna make that.
Let's find out.
Tune, mine won't make this to the wheel.
I know. I wonder if me gearing it down 2 teeth's hurting something.
I mean,
Maybe.
Potentially.
Yeah, I'm not.
I
I
can't
think it's
imagine.
only hurting because you can't. You got to shift it more because you're shifting it at 8,000 anyway. So
This would be like a 198 if it was.
yeah, it's gonna lose there for sure.
Mine's gonna be like a 2 something because I'm gonna backflip it. Alright, so with these results, we're gonna go ahead and conclude this video. This has been the shootout of the V-strom, the Transalp, and the Tenere, the 3 big middleweight adventure bikes. Realistically, if you're looking at getting either the 3 speed, it's all negligible, as you can see here on the board with the results. Average rider, 250 pounds. I mean, you're talking 1/8 mile times 2 100ths of a second difference. The only mods these 2 bikes have, 3 bikes, are the same exact $50 Amazon eBay slip-on. I think you cut yourself short a little bit and got a $40 one with no sticker.
Dang right. Had to save $10.
So, I mean, how much power that picked up, I'm sure, is negligible as well, if any. So, that's going to be it for this video. Be on the lookout for the actual separate videos of these pre and post tune because we expect them to pick up, especially the Transalp. Tenere is what it is. They say they don't gain that much. The V-strom, I doubt I'm going to be able to ride it any better if it has any more power. Regardless, should be a good time. That's it for this video. Till next time.